Hello, I'm Debbie Bell Hosking for FinextraTV at EBAday 2025 in Paris. And I'm joined by Paul Ruskin, Director, Business Development at Trace Financial. And we're talking about ISO20022 as we draw closer to that November deadline. Paul, welcome to our EBAday studio.
Very impressive, by the way, very impressive. It's very nice, great to be here. Thank you for having me.
And lots of buzz.
Yes, very much so. Paris is a great place to have this anyway, but with the November deadline, you feel there is definitely a frisson in the air of people needing to get things done quicker.
There is a frisson.
Frisson, yeah. I thought I'd throw some French in for you.
So, ISO20022. Let's look at a successful objective. What does an ISO20022 compliant future look like? What are the key outcomes?
I think that the main part of this is, and you'll hear this quite a lot with the different people talking about the rich data. At the moment, when it comes to ISO20022, you have a lot more ability for structured fields, ability to get better products within the banks, etc. But at the moment, in my personal opinion, is we're not there yet. With the November deadline coming up, I believe that is a future requirement to get things the best way we can with data, but at the moment we've got to get over the line of getting everyone MX compliant.
So your gut feel is there's not that readiness for November. So what happens if November comes and a vast majority are not ISO20022 compliant?
The short answer, not much. I'll be perfectly honest. When it comes to November, you will still be able to send payment initiations and non-payment initiations, 103s, 202s, past the November deadline. They will still be translated over the SWIFT network into an MX format, 20022, and you won't get charged for it. So when it comes to November, I don't believe there will be a deadline in the sense of we are going to take you off the network, you won't be able to send payments. January 1st is slightly different. SWIFT will start charging for their in-flight translation service. So I believe the deadline's more January than November. But again, SWIFT will continue to support banks and FIs who cannot become MX compliant. But once they are, then we're in that utopia of rich data, and being able to structure and unstructured addresses will be a thing of the past.
So you're feeling a more generous deadline?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes, I do. And I think that's the right thing as well. I believe you cannot wave a stick around and say you have to be compliant by November, otherwise you cannot send payments. Nobody wins. So I believe it's the right thing to do, and they should still be saying it's a deadline, but in my opinion, I believe January is a bit more firmer deadline, and you start getting charged for sending non-MX compliant messages.
And Paul, what are hybrid addresses, and how will they change our approach, current approach to ISO20022?
Hybrid addresses are basically, so you have at the moment structured and unstructured addresses. Within MT messages, you have 4 times 35 characters where you can put any town, postcode, country, etc. But it's not very structured. You sometimes get numbers at the start of the line to tell you it's the country. Whereas 20022, you have specific tags. You can go as deep down into building number, as well as the normal postcode and country. So what they've tried to do is bring in this hybrid address, where you can have a mixture of both. And the CBPR Plus rules for this November will include those rules. It's important to know that these rules will not fix structured and unstructured. If you send me an unstructured address, the rules won't magically structure it for you, but it's allowing the next iteration of this standard to allow, let's make this structured in the future, but at the moment, let's just available all 3, please.
Well, thank you, Paul, and that's been quite a good concurrent look at ISO20022 as
We're
November.
nearly there.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.